Top 20 DevOps Interview Questions. DevOps is a career in tech that has a lot of opportunities for skilled professionals. The search trends for the term DevOps grow to 34% from 2017 to 2022. The rise in demand for DevOps jobs is a corollary to the increasing DevOps adoption rate by companies. While 42% of the organizations are applying DevOps at the project or multiple project level, 23% of the organizations are implementing DevOps at the enterprise level. We have come up with 20 DevOps interview questions that will help you become confident. This list has a mix of beginner, intermediate, and advanced questions to gauge your knowledge and help you with the interview process. Let's go and look at those questions. What is DevOps? DevOps is a combination of technical practices, tools, and cultural philosophies that help in the automation and assimilation of software development and IT services. List the technical and business benefits of DevOps. The technical and business benefits of DevOps are as follows. Technical benefits: faster detection and rectification of errors, continuous delivery of software, less complicated problems to handle. Business benefits: high stability functioning environments, quick delivery of features, renewed communication and collaboration among teams. What does the acronym CAMS mean in DevOps? The acronym CAMS stands for C. Culture, A. Automation, M. Measurement, S. Sharing. Name some of the DevOps tools. Some of the popular DevOps tools are Selenium, Chef, Jenkins, Git, Docker, Maven, Nagios, Ansible. What is the meaning of the term continuous integration? Continuous integration is the practice of automating the merge of code changes from numerous developers into a single repository. In the DevOps context, it improves the software quality, delivery time, and detection of bugs in the primary stages of development. What are the key components of DevOps? The key components of DevOps are continuous development, continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous deployment, continuous monitoring, continuous feedback, continuous operations. Describe Git Bisect. Git Bisect assists you in finding the commit that introduced a bug using binary search. What are the three main KPIs in DevOps? The three main KPIs in DevOps. Mean time to failure recovery: the average time is taken to recover from failure. Deployment frequency: the frequency at which the deployment occurs. Percentage of failed deployments: the number of times a deployment fails. List the different phases of development in DevOps. The different phases of development in DevOps are: plan: there needs to be a plan for the type of application that needs to be developed. Code: the application coding is written as per the requirements of the final customer. Build: build the application by merging the codes done by the previous steps. Test: test to see if there are any defects and solve defects that happen. Rebuild the application as necessary. Integrate: numerous codes by different developers are merged into one. Deploy: deployment of the code is done in a cloud environment. This is done to make sure that a high-traffic website isn't affected. Operations: if code needs to be operated, then the operation is performed. Monitor: application performance is under surveillance. Changes are done to satisfy the user's requirements. What are the advantages of using Git? Using Git has the following advantages. Helps in data replication and identifying redundancy. It is easily available. It endorses collaboration. Useful for numerous projects. Makes use of only one Git directory per repository. Assists disk utilization. Optimum work performance. Mentioned the anti-patterns in DevOps. A pattern followed by organizations owing to herd mentality just because it is in vogue without any rationale is called anti-pattern. Here are some of the anti-patterns in DevOps. DevOps isn't a culture but a process. DevOps and Agile are the same. DevOps is distinct, hence there should be a separate group. DevOps is the answer to every problem. DevOps is synonymous with developers. DevOps is based on a development-driven approach. DevOps isn't for development. We are different from other organizations and hence DevOps isn't required. We lack the human capital to implement the DevOps culture. What does the term Canary Release mean? Canary Release is a type of pattern which minimizes the risk of introducing a new version of software into the production environment. It is done by releasing the software to a smaller group audience for testing before the larger release. What is the list of prerequisites required to implement DevOps? Implementing DevOps requires the below-mentioned prerequisites. Minimum one version of version control. Automated testing. Linear communication between team members. Automated deployment. Explain the difference between continuous delivery and continuous deployment. Here is the difference between continuous delivery and continuous deployment. Continuous delivery. Make sure the code can safely be deployed to production. Sees to it that the business application and services functioning isn't hampered. Guarantees every change to production's similar environment with the help of automated testing. Continuous deployment. All changes that pass the automated tests are moved to the production environment. The software development lifecycle is swifter and the release is on time. No requirement for precise approval from a developer and requires round-the-clock monitoring. What is CBD? CBD, short for component-based development, is a special approach to product development. This method helps developers to search for current tested, all-round, and verified components code that saves the developer's time from creating the code from the beginning. What is resilience testing? Resilience testing is a software development process that tests an application to assess its behavior in an uncontrolled and unpredictable environment. It seems to it that the data and functionality are not lost in case of failure. What is version control? Version control is the practice of tracking and managing changes to software code. What are the principles of DevOps? The principles of DevOps are: infrastructure as code, continuous deployment, automation, monitoring, security. Define pair programming. Pair programming is an agile technique where two programmers work together in one workplace. One is an observer while the other is a driver. Both continuously track the project's progress.